Out here in East Greenland, the cold doesn't threaten you. It quietly erases every mistake. Inside this hut, the fire is a heartbeat, and everyone moves to protect it. Ice melts into water with tiny pings, like time moving forward one breath. Sana turns a worn pendant in her hands, holding a whole lifetime of survival. They layer fur and cloth like armor, because warmth is something you build. The door opens, wind rushes in, and the world feels instantly too big. The dogs stand ready, not as pets, but as partners who understand hunger. Marek and Lena slide onto the sea ice, leaving home as a shrinking glow. Alia breaks ice for water, and Nico learns that work begins before daylight. A torn mitten gets stitched tight because one small rip can become a tragedy. A pressure ridge rises ahead, and Marek tests the ice like it's listening. A dark fishing hole opens, and Lena lowers hope into water she can't see. They wait without speaking, watching the line like it's the last thread home. Back inside, tea steams gently, but worry keeps its eyes wide open. The storm slams down fast, and the horizon disappears into pure white noise. Marek shields Lena's face because love is sometimes just blocking the wind. Alia lifts the lantern into the whiteout, searching for shapes that mean family. A rope frays and snaps at their nerves, and numb hands tie it stronger. A small fish flashes silver, and for 1 second the world feels generous. The sky darkens again, and they turn back before the ice changes its mind. Nico grips his carved toy, trying to hold bravery in 2 red mittens. The latch rattles hard, and every heartbeat waits for the next sound. Sled runners scrape closer, and snow silhouettes finally become real people. No speeches, no drama, just an embrace that says, "We made it back." Fish hits the pot, steam rises, and hunger loosens its grip a little. Snow stacks against the hut, and even relief comes with more work. Then the ice groans low and deep, like the land warning them to listen. Nico slips outside in the confusion, and the storm swallows his small steps. Alia swings the lantern low, chasing footprints that vanish under drifting snow. Behind a snowbank, they find him shaking, and relief hits like warmth. The door shuts tight, and the silence inside feels heavier than the wind. Broth warms Nico's throat, and safety tastes like steam and salt. Alia rubs balm into Lena's cracked skin, turning pain into patience again. Night falls deep, and one small window glow fights an ocean of darkness. Sana sets the pendant near Nico, a quiet guard for a fragile sleep. A dog rises suddenly, ears sharp, hearing danger before humans admit it. At the shoreline, black water appears, and the ice looks thinner than memory. Ropes tighten, sled shifts, and safety becomes something you physically tie down. Nico wakes to strange sounds, and Alia holds him until breathing slows. Far away, a moving light flickers through snow, like a question approaching. The distant light grows closer, and hope and threat feel impossible to separate. A lone traveler steps into lantern glow, Ira, frozen, careful, and clearly human. No shared words, only hands, and her gestures say one thing: go higher. Inside, they pack fast, choosing essentials over comfort because time is gone. Sana is lifted onto the sled, wrapped in blankets, carried like the family's route. They move into night, and the old hut fades behind them like a past life. Near open water, the air changes, and even silence sounds dangerous. They climb toward the bluff, dragging the sled upward with breath and will. Snow blocks stack into a wall, and a new shelter takes shape from nothing. A new fire catches, small and bright, and everyone's shoulders finally drop. 3 generations warm one pair of hands, and cold loses for a moment. Dawn arrives soft and pale, and survival feels like a sunrise you earned. Marek taps the ground with his pole, measuring danger one careful beat. They return to the old hut briefly, rescuing tools, not memories, not pride, but honor. The ice complains again, and they retreat fast before the coast breaks open. Sana places the pendant into Lena's palm, passing legacy when the world demands it. Knots tighten, flaps seal, and the shelter becomes calmer with every small fix. Alia pours Ira a cup, because sharing warmth is how trust begins. Nico finally sleeps, and peace looks like a child's quiet breathing. The sky clears bright, and the world feels less like an enemy today. Ira prepares to leave, and gratitude passes between hands without needing words. She becomes a dot on the horizon, and the family stands steady without her. Lena ties the knot alone this time, and it holds like she always could. Sana rests in sunlight, her face saying, "We survived another hard chapter." A distant ice boom rolls across the sea, and they answer with calm. Anchors tested, lines checked, and fear turns into simple routine. A plank becomes a table, and order returns to a life that felt shattered. Nico feeds the dogs gently, and kindness comes back like warmth to fingers. Night comes again, but quieter now, like the world finally exhaling. Nico sleeps on Lena's shoulder, and she guards the silence like a promise. Stones mark a safe line, turning danger into a path the child can follow. Sana takes a few careful steps outside, and dignity returns with each tap. Marek repairs the harness strap, because survival is maintenance, not magic. Tea steams in the shelter, and ritual makes this place feel like home. The old hut fades below, and goodbye happens quietly without bitterness. They travel inland along the bluff, choosing forward because backward isn't safe. Lena touches the pendant under her parka, carrying courage close to her heart. Nico tosses a tiny snow puff, and his quiet laugh comes back. A sturdier cabin appears ahead, and warmth finally feels like a real future. If this journey moved you, please subscribe, share this video, and stay for the next story.